Hi, today is June 3rd, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 901 for the year, Fountain and Hydrant. The water fountain was like, "Yo, Hydrant, why are you standing so close to me? Why are you looking at me like that?" And the hydrant was like, "Don't be paranoid, Fountain, it's cool." And the fountain was like, "You look like you want to shoot water right at me." And the hydrant was like, "I can't unscrew my cap. I can't shoot water at you, and even if I could, you would be fine. You're a goddamn water fountain, for fuck's sake." There were some pigeons way in the back, and they were thinking about getting closer to see what was going on, but they kept their distance. I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't have to leave, but I left anyway. But I bet next time I'm over there, the situation will be exactly the same. Poem number 902, Swimming Pool of Sorrow. She took a plunge into the swimming pool of sorrow. She swam for almost an hour and a half until the pool was overflowing with her tears. She got out and dried herself off with a towel of consolation. Then she went into the locker room of acceptance to change back into her clothes. Poem number 603, Settled. The dust was tired of being settled. Just a mild trampling that would stir things up a little was all that the dust wanted. Two joggers jogged by and kicked up the dust, and the dust scattered and was unsettled for 40 seconds that felt like a week. And soon after the dust had settled, the dust was tired of being settled. Poem number 604, The Strange Smell. The smell liked being strange. It was glad that it wasn't unpleasant, but it was also glad that it wasn't immediately identifiable. People would pass by the area of the smell, and when they became aware of it, they would wonder what the smell was, and the smell liked that. The smell enjoyed being mysterious. The smell would often say to its friend, the popular tune, "I think that if people could immediately recognize me, they would soon become uninterested." The popular tune would have taken this personally if it had been a person. Poem number 605, The Popular Tune. The popular tune had been quite happy with itself until the strange smell started in with all this stuff about how pleasant it can be to be obscure. There was nothing at all obscure about the popular tune. Everybody apprehended its lyrics and melody and its great middle eight and its catchy fucking hook. It was an earworm is what it was, and after interacting with the strange smell, the popular tune began to wish it was a little more interesting. But the popular tune was what it was, and it couldn't change itself, and whoever it was that wrote the popular tune wasn't going to change it either. So the popular tune was stuck being popular, and was at least grateful that it wasn't an interesting song. Poem number 906, The Interesting Song. The interesting song, unlike the popular tune, was not well liked at all. Some people would come right out and say, "I don't like that song." Others would say, "I don't get it," as if the song were a misunderstood joke. But most people, when hearing the interesting song, would simply say that it was interesting, by which they meant they didn't like it. The interesting song wondered whether anyone actually thought that it was interesting. The song would wonder whether people were interested in what it was inside themselves that made themselves dislike the song. But the song suspected that people weren't actually interested at all in anything that had anything to do with the interesting song. And the last poem of the day is poem number 607. It's a haiku, Poetic License. Sometimes the poet was afraid that his license would soon be revoked. Okay, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.